Introducing Gus Movie's latest new show, James's Radio Show, starring James, the Red Engine. That's James, a splendid red engine to you. Now, on this show, we present a story each week, going around different parts of the island of Sodor, where I, James, will be the main character for each story. I hope you enjoy these silly and funny stories that are for your enjoyment. Now, please enjoy the story as it takes place at Brendam Docks before 5 o'clock, where the flying kipper waits for Henry. Huh. Where is that Henry? He's gonna be late. Ah, there he is. Oh, goodness. Ooh, I'm almost late, wasn't I? Man, there was a jammed signal box just before Brendam Docks, and no excuses, Henry. Now, just take the flying kipper and be on your merry way. Oh, really? Well, you know why you're here, James? Why? To shunt. That's what I did. I shunted these trucks. I rounded them up. Now, you can take them away. You don't seem to get the whole job, James. You round up the trucks, then you send them to wherever they need to be, and then I, the main engine that's pulling the train, will take the train and go on his merry way. You get me? Yes. But I don't agree with shunting these stinky trucks up to that dock. Now, James, are we gonna argue about this? Because I really have to leave. It's almost 5 o'clock. Oh no, I'm not shunting these trucks. You can shunt them yourself. Oh, might I inquire in this conversation? Alfred? What are you doing here? Oh, well, I escaped from scrap. Yeah, I escaped from scrap. Really? If you're escaping from scrap, why isn't your paintwork all dirty? Huh? Why aren't you wheezing? It must have been a long journey from where you came from. Well, I happen to be in the neighborhood, so I figured I might as well stop by and maybe stay here for all eternity. Oh dear, Alfred. You just can't stay here. You don't get it. That you don't get that some had banished you from this railway many, many years ago. Wait a minute. This is the engine that you've told me so much about? The one that was horrid to you and Gordon and Thomas and Edward? And that red engine, yeah. And he almost nearly exploded you two sky high. Yes, that's the same engine, James. He's right here. Oh, James, is it? So you know all about me, eh? Well, I can tell you that I've changed. Oh, sure, Alfred. You never changed. Oh, shut your mouth. Now, I overhear that you, James, won't shunt for Henry because you think that Henry should collect these trucks and go on his merry way. Yes, and I agree to that. If You agree, of course. Oh, I agree, James. We important engines must never shunt. Exactly my point. Oh, James, you're not gonna take his side, are you? I will for this argument. If you think I'm gonna send these trucks to that dock, like I said before, then you got another thing coming. Because Henry, you can do it yourself. Get me? Oh, sure. Alfred, what do you have to say about this, huh? Well, I quite agree with James. You see, you're the engine that's sending this train on its merry way, so he says, and he's already done his job. He's done half the job, Alfred. You know that. Oh, do I, though? I am just the engine that sends these trains on their merry way. I don't know anything about shunting. I'm not surprised. Now, James, are you going to send these trucks up to that dock, or am I going to have to get a workman down here? Or worse, I'll even have to get the dock manager over here. No, don't get that man over here. I'm already in enough trouble as is with the fat controller. Oh, so you get in trouble. Of course. Your splendid red engine. I can tell by that vibrant red you wear. Why do you wear red? Green is the top color. Okay, that's it, you. Be off. I can't just be off yet. I need coal. I ran out. So, if you think I'm just gonna leave you two, then I can't. Because otherwise, I'll be stranded and probably sent away for scrap as a result. Now, do you want that to happen to one of your own fellow engines? You're no fellow engine to me, Alfred. From what I've heard, you're a horrid and a big bully. Oh, sure, that's what they say. But what about my side? Doesn't anybody care about my side? No, I don't care. Gordon doesn't care. Thomas doesn't care. Edward doesn't care. Not even the Red Engine, who is somewhere else. And not even James here could possibly... Ah, well, Henry, I think that we should give Alfred some coal. I mean, after all, he is an engine after all. We don't just leave engines stranded. But you just said... Now look here, Henry. If you think that this engine here runs without coal, then you got another thing coming. Again, because if an engine can't run on... If an engine doesn't have any... Well, what he means to say, Henry, is that if an engine could run without coal, then... Well... Oh, you two are stumped. Not surprised. Not surprised. Look, one of you's gotta shunt these trucks up there or I'm not leaving. Fine. I'll do it myself. If you can point me out to the nearest coal hopper. Of course, Alfred. After you shunt the trucks. Yes, I shall. Oh! Oh, this horrid smell! What is that? Oh, that stinks! That is so putrid! What even is in these trucks? It's fish, Alfred. It's the flying kipper after all. Oh dear, I think they heard you. What's this? Alfred? Who are you? What are you doing on the Fat Controller's Railway? You're not on the roster. Oh, well, I better get going. Not so fast, you putrid engine. Oh, well, I can't move at all, can I? Bother!